Hi models.com, I am Betsy and Fashion Month has officially ended. I don't really remember what I did yesterday. I feel like it's all just moving so quickly and it's all so amazing. Walking Chanel this morning honestly felt like yesterday. Going from that to Miu Miu is totally different. And Miu Miu's quirky and silly and like little girl, which I'm all about. And then YSL is very like sensual woman. This was my second time walking it, and the first time I had a suit, which I loved. I felt so beautiful. I'm just very much myself, and I wear whatever I want to castings. I often have like hair clips in or a colorful shirt, and I wore a bright purple shirt that was like a vintage Crayola shirt. I feel so fortunate for what I get to do. Whether it's like my agents or the people doing the lighting, there's so much that has to go into it. I really just like understanding how it all works, and I feel like when I understand it all, I can do a much better job. I'm a very visual person, so I just like to paint a picture, and I like to understand like how my agents do everything that they do or what camera the photographer is using. And you can learn a lot, especially like set design. I started off so strong and then had a break, and now I'm back. I don't think I'd be able to be where I am today mentally if it wasn't for that, because everything is so quick, and like, you know, Miu Miu self-service, like that all happened so quick for me back when I first started, and I would take it all very personally when it's not a personal job, or why you don't book things, or you know, anything like that. I would take a lot of it really hard and like to heart. Now I do, like when I get like feedback, which maybe isn't so positive, like I just take it as a learning opportunity, and I think that's the main thing for me. If I wasn't modeling, like I have no doubt in my mind that like I wouldn't be doing something else that I love as well, or like finding out what I love, which is a very fortunate mindset. And I feel so lucky that I get to feel like that. I think it like allows me to be more free within the job of whether you become like the next top model or not. It's not the end all be all. And I think being in the job for the relationships you make and the people you get to meet and traveling the world, and like, you know, the fact that I get to be in Paris after walking like 3 amazing shows today, like it's just a gift. If I were to wake up tomorrow and like, you know, it all went away, I'd be like, oh wow, that was fucking awesome. Let's go see what I want to do now. I think kind of that's how I stay sane, or like that's the big difference of like when I was younger, it was like this needs to be everything. I think just like a mass understanding of like a bunch of different skills is so useful, and like kind of my dream as an adult, or I guess like as maybe a more mature adult. You know, if you need a table, like you can just build it. That would be so cool, and like you can stain it, or I don't know, make it out of stained glass. I often like get cast as like a little boy type character, or just like silly, like fun, you know, younger characters. And I just did a shoot for Harper's Bazaar France with Kareem and Elodie, and I had this like huge glam hair. That was really fun because like I haven't really got to tap into like glamour, like that side of fashion so much. Looking back at my relationship with fashion, I have always kind of worn whatever I wanted to. I accessorized with Band-Aids, and the teacher was like, you cannot wear all those Band-Aids to school, and made me take them off because I think it was distracting. But I think I've kind of always been like, if it makes you happy, just do it or wear it, or, you know, incorporate it into whatever it is. I credit my ability to be myself to my mother. I also credit it to my agent. Even now, like I'll text her being like, what should I wear this casting? She was like, whatever makes you happy. And like having just someone who supports you no matter what. And honestly, just having like strong women who back you and support you and, you know, just let you be yourself and like let you flourish as yourself, I think is what I credit it to. When I'm home and when I'm on break, I feel like I'm really tapped in and talking about the news and being very on top of it. But when I'm working, like especially like when I'm working in Europe, I'm so tapped out, and like it's a little bubble where suddenly like the length of your sock matters. In the context of work, like yes, that does matter, but I think we often forget to look outside of it. I think I've taken like a bunch of moments like where I've been able to step outside and be like, wait, there's a lot more going on rather than like just fashion week. And like many people don't even know it's fashion week. You know, being a woman, especially like in like the career I have been, it's definitely tricky because I went to an all-girls school where STEM and like women in male fields was so prioritized, and like if you wanted to do anything else, that you were kind of like, you know, frowned upon. But I think just like getting to a place where like you can have a voice, or you know, building a career where you do have a voice and like, you know, standing up for yourself is so important. And you know, if someone is doing something that doesn't feel right or not comfortable, like I'm not shy to say it.